9 with the sexual traditions formed around the world. From recreation to reproduction and beyond, sex has a place in every culture throughout the world. Without sex, there would be no cultures whatsoever. However, the way individuals view differs greatly from culture to culture as do sexual norms of morality. In some cultures, it is okay to have sexual intercourse with your wife's sister if your spouse is pregnant. However, in others, not so much. Most cultures recognize monogamy, the practice of having one partner at one time, while some cultures embrace polygamy, the practice of having more than one partner at the same time. Here are 9 shocking tribal sex traditions formed around the world. 1. The Sambians, the semen-drinking tribe, Papua New Guinea. To become a man in this primitive tribe, boys are removed from presence of females at the age of 7, living with other males for 10 years. During the 10 years, the skin appeared to remove any contamination brought upon by women. For the same reason, they also regularly incur nose bleeding and vomiting caused by consuming large amounts of sugarcane. To top it off, they are required to ingest the semen of their elders, which is thought about sustained growth and strength. When they are finally introduced back into tribe, they continue to engage in nose bleeding at the same time as their wife's menstrual cycles. 2. The Mardudjara, intimate cutting rituals to achieve manhood, Australia. The first portion of this Mardudjara Aboriginal rite involves a barbaric circumcision, followed by the circumcised male ingesting his own foreskin. After he heals up, the penis is then cut lengthwise on the underside, sometimes on the way to the scrotum. Blood is then dipped over on fire in order to purify it. From then on, the male will urinate from the underside of his penis instead of a urethra. The real question, however, is how does destroying a boy's manhood bring him into manhood? 3. The Tribaltraditons, the tribe where kids start having sex at 6, Papua New Guinea. These Islanders from the remote tribe in Papua Guinea seem like a case study in the ultimate consequences of the sexual revolution. Girls want sex just as much as guys, and kids start having sex at a very young age, 6 to 8 for the girls and 10 to 12 for the guys, with no social stigma. There are few customs about dating to inhibit hooking up and, of course, relieving a clothing that being taken is limit, with girls actually going topless. However, while everybody is having sex whenever they want, remarried to meal sharing is a big no-no. You are not supposed to go out for dinner together until after you get married. 4. Sautd'Eau, the city where you may witness rituals of voodoo and love, Haiti. If you travel to Haiti and visit the waterfalls of Sautd'Eau during the month of July, you may witness quite a risque ritual. Voodoo practitioners make this journey each summer to worship the goddess of love. Pretty normal stuff, right? Wrong. Picture a bunch of pregnant people stretching and wriggling around in mud, mixed with the blood of sacrificed animals, with coal and goat head thrown into the mix. I'm sure there's nothing like if you're an exhibitionism lover. 5. The Nepalese, a community where brothers share a wife, the Himalayas. According to an article in Psychology Today, almost of the few polyandrous societies practice what anthropologists call fraternal polyandry, where the group of brothers share a wife. This is a case in Himalayas, where there is little land available for farming and agriculture, and families with more than one son would be faced with dividing up their land or the son to start his own family. The solution? Find one wife for all of their sons so that they can live together as one family and keep their family plot intact. Also, as told in the National Geographic documentary Multiple Husbands, this arrangement works best when the wife is adept to scheduling time with its brother. 6. The Wada, the tribe where men steal each other's wives, Niger. In the Wada tribe of Niger in West Africa, men are known to steal each other's wives. The Wada first marriage is arranged by their parents in infancy, and must be between cousins of the same lineage. However, at the yearly Cherwal festival, white men wear elaborate makeup and costumes and dance to impress good women, and hopefully steal a new wife. If the new couple is able to steal away undetected, especially from the current husband, who may not want to part with his wife, then they become socially recognized. These subsequent marriages are called love marriages. 7. Ancient Egyptian pharaohs. The pharaohs who would practice public masturbation. According to Sex and Society, even the ebb and flow of the Nile was thought to be caused by condoms, the god of creation ejaculation. This concept pushed the Egyptian pharaohs to ritually masturbate into the Nile to ensure that abundance of water. The ancient Egyptians were so inspired by the act of self-stimulation that at the festival of god men, who represented pharaoh's sexual potency, men masturbated in public. 8. Ancient Greece, where homosexuality was completely out of the closet. The ancient Greeks did not conceive of sexual orientation as a social identifier the way Western societies have done for the past century. Greek society did not distinguish sexual desire or behavior by the gender of the participants, but rather by the role that each participant played in the sex act, that of the active penetrator or the passive penetrated. This active or passive polarization corresponded with dominant and submissive social roles. The active penetrative role was associated with masculinity, higher social status, and adulthood, while the passive role was associated with femininity, lower social status, and youth. 9. Modern Iranian culture, where you can have a temporary marriage if you pay for it. We all know that Muslim practices are among some of the strictest regarding sexual intercourse and the relationships between men and women. For instance, Muslim couples are only allowed to have sex in the missionary position. It's considered gross and degrading for a man to ask any other position from his wife. However, in certain Muslim countries, like Iran, a young couple who would like to have sex before they're ready to marry can request a temporary marriage. They are allowed to pay for a short ceremony, with the written contract dictating for amount of time they will be married. Once this is done, they can have sex like Buddhists without contradicting Islamic law. Thanks for your watching, and let me know your thinking by commenting for this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel to watch the next video.